Okay, and let me also share my screen.
The other thing too to keep in mind is that after we're done talking about the selling Movulo, if you do have the ability to jump into the Movulo portal and show the section of Movulo where account management can occur. So when somebody at WSI has 3 or 4 accounts that they're working with, you can show the place in Movulo where they sign in, where the individual accounts get set up so that under a single login, they can manage those accounts individually.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I just want to remind you that
Yeah,
before we forget, that's also
that's
clear.
absolutely important.
Good.
Good. So let's start with this webinar and let's see how Movulo can help a local business and how it's easy to go and sell it to a local business. Let's just start from a little reminder about what Movulo is. So we're positioned as an all-in-one, I would say, proximity marketing tool for local businesses. So we don't give them a new website, we don't give them an e-commerce site, but when you go and speak to a local business, that can be a restaurant, a beauty salon, a small retail store, you often speak with people that have no time, no budget, no interest in being so innovative or just start using a new piece of technology. They just want basically two things: more customers and more sales. So it's really important to give them that to give them the idea that you're not selling them a new software, but you give them a super easy tool that can help them generate more engagement with customers and above all extra sales. These key concepts really are important: easy to use, cost effective, and fast to deliver, because they need to see results, more customers and extra sales in the short term. Otherwise, they just don't feel engaged enough with the system. So what does Movulo do for these local businesses? First of all, everybody has a mobile phone. That is a good also opening door for you. You can enter a business and you can just ask the business owner, how many of your customers you think have a mobile phone? And the answer would be, I think everyone. Good. So is your business ready for mobile? And maybe you get no, not yet. I don't know how to do that. So that is already a little piece of attention you are getting from the merchant, because you need to speak with these local business owners by using business words. So not explaining technology, so not saying QR codes, mobile sites, e-commerce, but you have to speak with things that they can really understand. So how many of your customers have a mobile phone? You have a list of the emails of your customers, so things that they can really understand. Then we start going deeper and deeper into how Movulo can help you increase your success. So the very first important thing that you can do for your local business is to create and grow every day your own customer list. Because if you want to promote, if you want to do marketing, the very basic thing you need to have is a customer list, a list of your customer. And you can have a customer list that basically is just a mailing list, so a list of emails, or you can turn those emails into profiles. So one thing is having something at gmail.com. Something different is having something at gmail.com that is a lady, 25 years old, likes likes t-shirts, is interested in receiving offers, but only for a particular category. So Mobilo helps you grow your customer list and then evolve this customer list into profiles. And then, of course, you can apply filters to understand your customers. From the platform, you can produce yourself in-store material like flyers, posters, cards, and we can also produce everything for you and ship everything to your door. And you can connect social networks, your own social pages, to uh, grow your customer list. One example that really can clarify this is maybe you already have a Facebook page, and maybe you have Facebook fans or followers on Twitter, but one thing is having a like on Facebook. One other thing is having an opted-in customer in your mailing list. So Movilo will help you turn Facebook likes into opted-in customers. And that is something that you can tell the system to do, and then you forget about this, and the system works for you by posting on your Facebook page every day, every week, depending on your settings, and helping you convert likes into real customers. Then you can use Movilo to increase customer loyalty. You can activate in a few seconds your own loyalty program. You just select how many points are required for the reward. You enter the reward, and then you give the loyalty cards to your customers. You can produce unlimited loyalty cards yourself, and also in the in-store kit that you can get from us shipped to your door, there's a pack of loyalty cards, and every card is unique. And then you can give this physical card to your customers, and it will be up to them to keep the physical card in the wallet or to virtualize it with the Movilo app, so that they can scan the loyalty card, virtualize it on the app, and then trash the card. You can, of course, generate unlimited promotions. You won't pay anything for promotions, so you can create 1 or 100. You can send emails without paying anything. You just pay for the cost of SMS messages. We don't take any fee on your sales. So it's really good that you create your promotions, you send them to your customers, and then you go and see the analytics to see the type of success and sales these promotions generate, so that you can understand how to improve creating promotions. You create a promotion, you send it out to your customers via email, via text messages, via Facebook, via Twitter, everything in one click. They receive it, they click buy, and they come to your store to pay, or they enter their credit card number on the phone and they pay you directly, and you get the money directly into your PayPal account real time. And what I was telling you is just to explain you this slide. So the final moment is you have a customer list, you have a loyalty card, you create all the promotions you like, you send them out to your customers, and then the last piece is getting paid. So once you create a Movilo store, default checkout is in store, so that basically your customers get a voucher and they come to your store with that voucher. If you have a PayPal account, you can enter it into the system, and basically that allows you also to be able to accept credit card payments. So I am, for example, a restaurant, I create a promotion, I send it out to my customers, they receive it even when they are not in the store, and maybe they're not visiting me since a long time ago. If they like it, they click on buy, they pay with a credit card, and I get paid real time. So this is also really helpful to sell when the store is closed and when the customers are not in the store. Of course, they get tons of analytics to understand customers, to see sales, to understand the performances of every promotion, so they can understand what to repeat, what to improve, and so on.
One thing to keep in mind on that slide prior to that one, Stefano, is that for any of your customers that are familiar with Groupon, you go to Groupon's offer, you click on it, you pay for it, and then you get a voucher, and you take that voucher into the store and redeem it. This model is exactly the same way. The store owner can create a coupon for the first 50 people. They can create a coupon that expires within a certain time frame. They can prepay for that coupon on their phone or their PC and print a voucher. Or if the offer is not set up that way, they can merely print off the discount offer and bring that into the store and take advantage of it and pay for it in the store. But it's up to you, working with your merchant partner or your customer, to decide, given the flexibility, which way you want to implement those promotions.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's not over yet, because one important thing with these local businesses is to really give them a lot of support. So we really take care of our partners, and we call all our merchants once per month, so that before calling them, we analyze how they are using or not using the system with success, and based on the key metrics that we see, we tell them, do this, do that. So small actions that you can see developing month after month. So by analyzing how they are doing, using the system with success or not, you can then the following month tell them, do this, do that, and then we'll call you back in a month and we'll see if that improves your sales. So it's really important to support them in the process, and they really appreciate this, because they really feel supported throughout the journey, without being perceiving something like somebody sold me something and then I don't even know what I have bought. What can merchant expect from using Movilo? An average merchant makes $300 to $500 per month in extra sales. So that consider that this is extra sales, and it's very easy to explain them that this is incremental money they're making. Top users in excess of $5,000 per month in extra sales. This is what Movilo does. Then I don't know if you want to have some Q&A right now, or if you want to move to the next chapter of this webinar, that is how to sell Movilo, and then we do the Q&A at the end. Up to you.
I think the Howard's first comment was just a comment, but I think he just said he'd prefer the Q&A at the end.
Okay.
So
perfect.
Yeah, let's go ahead and go through this, and then we'll do questions at the end. But we'll keep track of the chat, and I can go back and scroll through it as needed in case we want to recall something that was posted earlier.
Perfect. So our target, who to go after? I would say all the local businesses that have a storefront. All the ones that work with deal vendors, from Groupon to Living Social, these ones are all perfect. So restaurants, bars, then the beauty world, so beauty salon, hairdressers. So these ones are all perfect. And then also the local shops, small retailers selling apparel, digital equipment. So Movilo is really good for both the ones that sell services and the one that sell products. The important key thing is we help you drive more sales and more customers in your store. So it's something local. You have local customers around you. You have a place in which you want to drive these customers. That is your store. That is our target. So let's start to sell a mobile license to a local business. Let's start to carve out the need. You need something to open the door. So a good way to open the door is to try and use these qualifying questions like, do you have a digital list of your customers and do you grow it every day? Because if you have it, good. Mobile is good because it helps you monetize that customer list. If you don't have it, I would say it's a little bit of a problem, and you should start creating your first customer list from scratch as soon as you can, because having a customer list is the first key point for any business. Do you sign up customers who visit your store? Just imagine that you ask the email to all the customers that come to pay you at the counter. Imagine that you start from scratch, you have no customer list, and every day you sign up 4 or 5 customers. That means that after a couple of months, you probably have a list of 100, 150 customers. That is already something that you can work with the promotion engine. So these are all qualifying questions that you can use. Do you give your customers a loyalty card? Others. Are you sending coupons to your customers for their birthdays? Because we all receive coupons from big brands some days before our birthday, and it's always something nice. And if you receive a good coupon, a discount, it's very likely that then you go and take advantage of that coupon. Are you doing that? Because of course, if you have a customer list, maybe you don't just check every day who's going to have a birthday in the next days. So probably you're not doing that. And this system can do it for you without you checking every day who's having the birthday in the next days. So these are the things that can help you, open the door with a customer. And then you can carve out the need more and more. Can you sell to customers who are not in your store or when your store is closed? How can you do that? You just create a PayPal account that is free. You enter it into your Movilo store. You create promotions. You send out promotion to your customers. They receive the promotion, click on buy, and can pay. And you receive the money real time, even if the customer is not in your store or your store is closed. Can you turn your Facebook fans into customers? This is what we said some minutes ago. Can you create targeted promotions, maximizing sales? For example, one thing is you tell me, I already use maybe an email service to send my customers an email. Good. But can you just send, for example, a beauty treatment to ladies from 25 to 35 years old that have signed up for my offers in the last 30 days, so that you can really target promotions and avoid just doing a single blast to all my customer list. This is part of the sales pitch. So of course you need an opening door, then you need to carve out the need, and the need is always you are leaving money on the table. You can make more sales in an easy way with this system. Then basically, once you have created the need and carved out the need, then the second part is explaining how Movilo can help cover such needs. I just saw Howard asking for something. If there is not a problem, we can do it at the end. Howard, is it fine for you? Okay, no problem, not a problem. Step 2, make sure that they get the concept. Super easy marketing tool to help your local business make extra sales. super easy because they will tell you over and over again that they have no time. So it's important that you tell them that it's easy, that runs on autopilot. That means, what is autopilot for this? That means that you tell the system to send, let's say, 10% discount to customers for their birthday. You tell the system to send a 5% coupon to customers when they sign up for your offers, or if they have spent more than $100, $200 dollars in the last 30 days. Then you have you can schedule your promotions. So for example, you go in the calendar and you schedule a promotion for tomorrow at 9 a.m., another one for Saturday at noon, so that, let's say, 5-10 minutes every 2-3 days, even 10 minutes per week, you can really take advantage of the platform. Stress this over and over again because that is an important piece. They have no time. They are always swamped with other activities. So the fact that this runs on autopilot is really powerful and, a touching point for them. On average, generates extra sales. So you are leaving money on the table. This system can almost seamlessly help you get that money back and helps you achieve these 3 business goals: growing your list of customers, creating your loyalty card, promoting. Howard, I saw the chat. Let's keep that for the Q&A. Merchant get a call each month to support their sales. If you're good, run. You have the self-service platform, the mobile apps. You can do anything you like. On top of that, you can have us call you every month and check with you what you're doing, what you're not doing, and we support you, moving up the ladder of sales. Closing points. With a little effort, Movilo will help you make more sales. You control 100% of the profits and customers. So it's not like Groupon that the customers are controlled and owned by Groupon, and then Groupon gets paid, and then you get the money after a period of time. You control the promotions you want to do. You get the money in real time. You cover the monthly subscription with the first sale probably, because the monthly subscription is $69. The public price, this is not of course the one for you, but the public price is $69 per month. If you imagine a restaurant, if you bring in a couple of people once per month, you're already making more than that. So it's really easy to go break even and to have a really positive ROI on this, not considering all the rest of the engagement, the analytics, and so on. You get support, so you're not abandoned to yourself learning a new tool, but you have somebody calling you that really helps you. There is no long-term commitment. If you like it, you keep on using it. Otherwise, you just cancel your subscription anytime. No other fees, no hidden fees, so you have nothing to lose. Final catch will help you make more sales with close to zero time. Your risk is zero. You try it. If you don't like it, you cancel it anytime. And we're sure that you will see value in this. What's the cost for these? $69 per month, the standard gold package, $129 per month, the premium package. Basically, it just depends on your size. Up to 2,500 customers is $69. Up to 25,000 customers is $129. If I convince you, then last piece is I just need you to sign you up in the system. You can go to movilo.com/boarding, and then you start from there and you sign up the merchant. Consider that you always have the movilo.com/WSI page that is your dedicated page in which you can see your dedicated content. You have a partner code that allows you to buy at a really important discounted rate, so that movilo.com/WSI is the place where you want to find all the Movilo WSI related information. Movilo.com/boarding is the place where you want to board a merchant once you have sold the concept to the merchant. Then, I mean, you can have the merchant pay, or you can pay it yourself, but it starts from there. If you want to create a test account, and we definitely recommend you do this so that you get acquainted with the solution, because the more you know the solution, the better you're at selling it. Just go to movilo.com, create all the free accounts you want. Do not use your partner code. Just use the partner code when you really want to make a real sale. So that allows you basically to purchase at the discounted rate. Before moving to the Q&A, I remember that Eugene asked me how it is possible from an admin user to manage multiple stores. So this is the Movilo dashboard. On top here you see administration area. If you click here, you basically see that I can manage multiple stores within one single account. So the very first time that I create my account on movilo.com, I create both the account and the first store. So if I just have one store, I always log into that store. If I want to create more stores under my account, I click on administration area and I can create more stores, and then I can manage these multiple stores within my own account. This is basically it, I would say. So we're ready for the Q&A session.
I just wanted to mention before we get to the Q&A part a couple of things. One, movilo.com/WSI is the place where you're going to want to go for everything. It's where the demo account can be signed up for. It's where you see the code that you put in to when you sign up a customer, all the sales materials, back issues, for lack of a better word, of the webinars that can be reviewed are all on that page. So that we're trying to create a single place for you to go to find everything that you need when you want to access the account. So if you want to set up your own test account, you could just go to movilo.com and sign up for a trial account just like any customer would. Your first 25 customers are at no charge, and you can kick the tires and try it, familiarize yourself with it. Your customers can do the same thing. When you're ready to sign them up for a paying program, go to movilo.com/WSI, and at the bottom of the page you'll see the instructions on how to set them up and what code to put in. Our recommendation is that you, correct me if I'm wrong, Stefano, but the account that is retail for $69, their cost is $25, correct?
Correct.
So your cost is $25, and that's the amount that you would pay when you sign up for the account using that special WSI code on the Movilo/WSI page. So the idea is that you potentially through this single login are going to manage that store for your customer. You're going to layer on putting in their logos, maybe putting in some products, maybe creating a promotion once a month, setting up all the stuff on autopilot, which is relatively easy for you to do, but maybe really difficult for your customer. So you're performing multiple levels of services for your customer. And by doing that, you perhaps can charge them the $69 a month while you're only paying, I'm sorry, $29.
29, correct. I was
so
about to say 29 or 25, yeah.
Yeah, sorry. So that's $40 a month that you're making on just the markup of the Movulo service, plus whatever you potentially mark up for your time and energy to do the creative and the other things. Maybe you're doing search engine optimization for them. Maybe you're doing reputation management for them. You might have a whole suite of services that you have to offer your customers. This is just one, and there's a built-in, looks like about a 60% markup, but a built-in margin on the markup between the retail and the wholesale. So that's how you personally monetize the Movulo service, by acting sort of like in an ad agency model, by buying it at wholesale and selling it at the suggested retail price, and then layering services on top of that. The question that was asked earlier about how you can project 300 to 500 additional sales per month, that actually comes from our existing base of just north of 10,000 existing customers. So we have a user base that's been using Movulo for a while now, and that's what we see from their standpoint. But if you're a restaurant owner and your average ticket is $50, all you have to do is bring in 6 more customers in a month, and you've made the $300 minimum. And if you're using Movulo with your customers to offer promotions, coupons on their birthdays, the loyalty program, 6 customers, that's literally 1.5 customers a week more than you had before. It really doesn't take that much to achieve that amount. If you're a retailer and you run one promotion that you never ran before, that one promotion is going to generate at least that. So you can imagine, by layering on the loyalty program, promotion engine, bringing people in for their birthdays, rewarding them when they buy 3 of something and they get the 4th one free, to get them to come back that extra time. Layering all those things together is what separates the $300 to $500 a month from the $3,000 to $5,000 a month. And when you're charging $69, it doesn't take but 1 or 2 sales to make that up and then some. So the ROI is incredibly low. And as I think one of you commented earlier, it's sort of like having your own Groupon engine. So instead of going to Groupon and giving away half your profit and making no money at the end of the day, you have the ability to do your own Groupons, your own promotions, set your own things the way you want.
Let me also, if I can, Gene, stress one thing that's really important. You can definitely add your value on it, because, for example, you can create a different set of in-store material that can be more customized for the merchant. You don't even need to sell it at 69 and then pay us 29, but you can just pay us 29 per month and then resell everything to the merchant with your services included. That maybe it's not I'm giving you a tool for your marketing, but I'm just delivering you the success, so you use it on behalf of the merchant. So there are different approaches that you can use, and the value that you can add to Movulo packaged, so the system plus your support, your value, customizing the in-store material and the loyalty cards, helping them get Facebook likes that then can be converted, helping them create promotions, teaching them small things like collect the emails of your customers when they come to pay you, and so on. This really is a good solid value that you can deliver to these merchants, and that drives more engagement and more sales. So this is, of course, not a single sale, but it's something that grows every day, and so it goes long term. And the more you use the system, the more you have your customers, your profiles, your analytics, your sales, promotions into the system, and the more you keep on using it for the long term.
And then, let's see. So yes, Howard, the customer could find Movulo and sign up directly, but they're going to they're going to sign up potentially at the full retail price, they're also not going to get the benefit of any additional services. We had discussed a WSI private label version, and I believe the ball is in your corporate office's court to decide if that's something they want. That's driven by people like you asking them for it, in which
Justin,
case it couldn't.
ask Justin.
I wasn't sure. I wasn't going to throw Justin under the bus, but since Stefano did, I'm not going to deny that. But it's really up to him. There was another question that was asked earlier about the marketing materials, promotional materials. When you go into Movilo and you put in the company's information, the promotional materials are all tagged with that company's branding on it. So as Stefano's showing you on the screen right now, the top where it says My Store, is Bill's Grill, and the QR code takes you to a dedicated place to sign up for promotions, and the URL is a dedicated URL for promotions. So
it's the sign-up page of the store that you have created, and of course you can customize that sign-up page.
So it's all customizable. It's branded by them. And then George, the question is that the mobile page is accessible by a QR code. It's also accessible by URL. And you do the customizing, or the customer does the customizing. Or when we call on that monthly call, if the customer's stuck and they don't know how to do it, then we'll walk them through it. But one of the things that happens when they sign up is if you'll see at the top, it says 5 goals to start your sales, and then there's a video. We take them step by step through the process of getting their stuff set up. So we walk them through it with videos, and then we can do it over the phone, or if it's not us, it would be something that you would do.
Yep, absolutely. I'm just showing pieces of the platform, but again, please go to movilo.com, sign up for a free account and see it yourself. I'm just showing you how to automate your promotion. You can schedule your promotion in a calendar.
The other thing too, if I may jump in, George, you asked a question about the customer needing to pay online to know when the additional sales are. They don't necessarily have to pay online, but they do have to pay through the Movilo platform, or the merchant needs to log that the promotion was done. So if the customer brings in a voucher, the merchant has a merchant-facing Movilo app that they can scan the code to track it. We specifically sit outside of all merchants' POS systems, mostly because POS systems are just a giant pain to try to integrate with. There's thousands of them out there. They all want small fortunes to integrate, and none of them talk to each other. So to try to go in and say we've got this great promotion engine, but the only way to implement it is if we tie into your POS system, it could be 6 months to a year before it's done after thousands of dollars, and it makes it really hard for anyone to either A, accept it, or B, expect any reasonable ROI. So we specifically track the promotional part, the loyalty part. It's tracked in Movilo, and it's tracked independently of the POS system. So Howard's comment would be to prefer an arrangement with your team to collaborate on providing customized program for a much higher fee structure, and you bill the customer for the value add.
I would say that depends on what type of value add, but usually, considering that your local businesses, you already are in touch with them, the standard approach is that we are a super easy tool that is used at a local level to generate more sales. Say that, I mean, feel free to just email us all your ideas and what you think will work, and we'll be more than happy to analyze and see if there's a way that we can support you in that.
Yeah, but Howard, the point is that you don't have to tell your customer necessarily that it's Movulo, and you don't have to expose them to any of this. Technically, you can pitch the promotion engine, you can pitch the solution, and then just tell them you're going to take care of it for them, and it's X amount of money per month, and you're going to do all of the all the work in that respect. So that would be potentially how you would do that. I mean, it might be reputation management, it might be search engine optimization, and it might be this marketing plan, and they get that for the low price of $149 a month or $199 a month or whatever it is that you charge, and each of those individual pieces may be $30 a month. So you're in for 90, but you're charging 200 or whatever that particular thing is. So in that respect, the customizing is you putting in the logo, you putting in the company name, you putting in their address information, you're hooking it to their Facebook page. All that effort of getting the account set up is done by you for the markup that you're going to make on the account. Alternatively, you could act as an ad agency, and you could merely say, hey, I've got this great opportunity. We've got this great program with Movulo, and it's normally $69, but for you, it's $59. I'll bill you for it directly, and then you just sign up for the $29 and make the $30 a month, and they do everything, and you do nothing other than just mark it up and introduce them to it. Let's see. There was some stuff for George here.
In the meantime, in the last 10 seconds, I've just created a deal. For example, you saw how easy and fast it was to create a daily deal, and then my customers will receive this page, will be able to click on buy, select how they want to pay, and that's basically it. So I just need to create my promotion, decide who's going to receive it, and then blast it to my customers in different channels.
But it's really, I think for both of you, the question really just determined on whether you want to do the effort and then charge for your time to set it up and manage it, or whether you want to not do any effort and mark up the service and just make it available to them for something less than what they could buy it for themselves, and you're merely passing through at 100% markup. So you're buying it for 29, you're selling it for 59, you're making 30, you're making 100% markup, and they're still saving $10 a month over having signed up on their own. Maybe you sign it up for them and it's just part of a bill, a marketing bill, with the other things that you do, and it's just bundled together. But that would be one of the ways that you could do that. George says that most local businesses wouldn't want to put the effort into it. That's entirely possible, except for the fact that it allows them to only spend a few minutes a month. I mean, it's a 30-minute initial investment to set the account up, and then it's only a few minutes a week to move that forward. And most businesses with such a low ROI are willing to do some initial effort. And if they're not, then that's what you could do, and then mark that up. Stefano, there's been a couple of Howard's asked a couple of times about WSI specific labeled materials and platform.
The Movulo deck, you can find it in your landing page. So movulo.com/WSI. You can see the webinars, and you can also download the Movilo deck.
Right, but is the Movilo deck aimed at a customer of WSI, or is it aimed at WSI? In other words, what they're asking for is are there any materials available for them to go out and sell Movilo that doesn't have the Movilo name on it?
Yes, correct. This is WSI branded. On top of this, if you need more collaterals, materials, feel free to just ask us, and we'll create the collaterals for you. So we just rebrand the collaterals with the WSI brand. To have the complete system, so this dashboard, the mobile apps, and everything under the WSI brand, again, yes, we definitely agree with you on the fact that this could be a great opportunity, but that is something that, of course, does not depend on us, but on WSI. So if you see value in that and you think that this could be a good idea, we can try to convince Justin and WSI, because I definitely agree with you that having everything under the WSI brand will be a lot easier for you to sell.
So in a quick summary, the deck is a PowerPoint presentation which is WSI branded, and you can use that as you're going out and pitching. We do not have a WSI branded sell sheet, but that's certainly something that we could very easily create by just stripping the Movilo branding off of the Movilo sheet and replacing it with WSI. And Stefano, I suspect that's something we should probably do and add to that page, is just to create a single sheet PDF sales sheet that doesn't have Movilo's name on it, that's WSI branded. The piece that's missing is that if you actually go into the portal or the mobile app, it is Movilo branded, and it's really up to your corporate office to decide if you want a private label version of Movilo. And we're happy to do it, but they're the ones that have to drive that discussion with us. So and there's a couple other questions that have come up. I'm going to answer George's first only because it's a much shorter question. The 500 in additional sales per month, it varies by business. You know, if it's a restaurant and the average ticket is $50, it's 10 additional sales in a month. That's just a couple of promotions in the course of a month. But it's more of a collective.
Yeah, we have promotions. Just sorry for interrupting you, just to give you some ideas. We have promotions that generate $600, $700, $800 within a single promo. So they just blast out a promo to their customer list that could be maybe, let's say, 500, 1,000, even 5,000 emails or phone numbers, and then they generate $700, $800 per month, well, per promo. We're really conservative on these numbers. We have a bunch of merchants that generate thousands of dollars in sales, but we do not want just to tell you what top users do. We want to really give you a sense of what can really be reached almost effortlessly by really small businesses that dedicate 5 minutes per week to these. So there is no limit to the amount of money that you can generate, but of course not all local businesses have this type of mindset, are committed to these digital tools and so on. Definitely with your help, so packaging everything with your service could definitely drive the number to grow up significantly.
Howard, I see your comments, and if I'm not mistaken, we've exchanged emails before. I'm going to go quickly look. I think what probably is the best thing to do would be for us to set up a call. Maybe, yeah, I definitely see, based on the last webinar, I have your email address. Maybe it makes sense for you and Justin and Stefano and I to jump on a conference call and sort of talk through what your needs are, to make sure that if we're addressing your needs, then perhaps we're addressing a lot of the other WSI consultants' needs as well. So maybe we could, George, do you want to be on the same conference call with Howard, or a different conference call? I'll let you type that answer when I ask that. And George, the answer is, yeah, you can test this out with a merchant. The first 25 customers are free. So you can set them up with a trial account. They can put in 25 customers. They can run promotions, and you know, if out of 25 customers they start seeing an immediate sale, then you know once they grow the system and add hundreds of customers, the numbers are just going to go up from there. So it sounds like that we should probably set up conference calls independent based on the comments for different reasons. Stefano, I'll take that as an action item. I'll email George, if you can send me your email address so that we can coordinate via email first rather than play phone tag, particularly with the holidays coming up, that would be helpful. Howard, I already have your email address, and we can go from there. Stefano, do you have any closing comments?
Just thank you very much for your time. Again, consider that we do this in multiple countries with success. We are starting in these last months with WSI. We know that we can make a good business together, and this is a long-term business because it generates recurrent revenues. So our goal, on top of keeping on developing the product, is supporting you as much as we can. So really, we are here to help and support.
And likewise, I thank you both for your time. We'll post this recorded webinar online so that all the others that have missed it have the chance to watch it independently if they want. And I'll reach out to both of you individually afterward to set up subsequent conference calls.
Thank you very much once again to all of you.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.